year after Michael Brown Jr.'s death, not much has changed in Ferguson. For starters, Ferguson police took to the streets in riot gear and throwing tear gas in an effort to push back protesters who, for an entire year, have been calling for the dismantlement of a system that so often destroys Black bodies and communities. A sickening deja vu. Secondly, it was recently revealed that the city of Ferguson is still issuing tickets and arrest warrants to minorities at disproportionate rates, even though a Justice Department report said that this was wrong. It was racially biased and they were only doing so to generate revenue for the city. And then there was the state of emergency, issued a year to the day that Michael Brown Jr. was killed by Darren Wilson, in the same racist rhetoric that aims to suppress Black protesters who speak out against this violence. Oh, because they're Black. And then this happened. Hashtag witch emergency. Activists took back that state of emergency to highlight the real emergencies that are happening in Black communities every single day. We're talking about real state violence. Like this, the Black community is being extorted at an alarming rate. Or this, witch emergency, the fact that 8 Black churches were burned and yet no arrests were made. Or this, witch emergency, the one where schools are underfunded, our neighborhoods are overpoliced, and our access to resources are slim to none. Make sure you retweet those. Like seriously, dude, who should we be scared of? Don't believe it's not the protesters? Here's some numbers for that ass. More than 1,000 people have been killed by police since Darren Wilson killed Michael Brown. This year alone, 595 people have been fatally shot by on-duty officers. 60 of those people were unarmed. 155 of those people had a history of mental illness. Might I remind you that issuing a state of emergency against America's citizens is state violence in itself. I mean, we're talking about the suspension of rights and freedoms that are guaranteed under this country's constitution. Oh, but the Constitution wasn't made for us. Anyway, check out that hashtag, retweet the tweets we talked about in today's show, and I'll see you next week.